Hi guys, it's Ashley and I'm back today to share a new process video with you for the Cut Shop. Today I am creating a layout with some cut files from our new cut file set, the Love Club. It's one of 3 new sets that you'll find in the shop. And I cut it in white cardstock, the title that I'm going to use for my page, because I wanted to add some color with acrylic paint, and I went ahead and mixed that paint before I got started because I wanted to get the color just right to kind of match that color in the pattern paper that I'm using. So it took me a while to get that just where I wanted it, and it's still a little bit brighter, but once it gets on the page it blends in really nicely with the orange color that's in that pattern paper. And I'm working with the new collection Up in the Clouds from Pinkfresh Studio. This was one of my favorite new collections released at CHA this year. I've been waiting to get my hands on this one, and as soon as it went in the paper issue shop, I went and ordered it right away so that I could get it. And I really love the collection. It's got a lot of cute embellishments in it. So I'm just getting my cut files in place right now. And I cut the hearts in white also, and I thought about adding some color to those, but I just wanted it in the background, but I didn't want it to compete with the pattern paper, so I decided to leave that cut file white, and I wanted to add some sprinkles of black color shine. And I did that before I layered my elements on the page because I wanted it to be in the background this time. And so I'm using a photo of my daughter, again, for her 9th birthday. She celebrated her birthday on January 30th, and so we always take a birthday photo with their fingers up, and this year, well, next year I should say, will be our last year for fingers because we'll be running out of fingers after that when she turns 10, so we'll have to make a sign or do something a little different for our photos after the 10th birthday. So now I'm just adding some adhesive to the Love This title that I'm going to use. The full title is going to be Love This Girl. I'm going to add some thickers to complete the title. And I wanted to make sure that that was really dry before I got it on, so I let it sit to the side for a while before I added that. And I want to use one of the screen printed wood strips from Pinkfresh, so I'm just going to layer that over my title. Those are a really cute embellishment, and I wish I would have ordered more of everything, but I didn't want to break the budget, so I just ordered one of each for right now, and I'm just going to make it last for as long as I can. And I wanted to use some of the cute little the wood beads. These are really cute. They're wood on the outside and then the color on the inside, so they just add a little pop of color to your page. And so I just put those over the heart shapes from the cut file. And these are the thickers that I'm using. These are some new thickers that are included in the new Amy Tan Rise and Shine collection. They're white with a little gold diagonal stripe, and so I thought those were really cute with the page. So I just added those to complete the title. And I wanted to leave this one unmatted. That was my original plan. But of course, anytime that I work with black color shine or black ink, I always somehow manage to smudge and get my fingerprint on there, which I did at the very bottom of the page. I had like my fingerprint down there, so I decided to do kind of a reverse mat this time. Normally I might use like white cardstock for my page base and then mat it on like a pattern paper. This time I used pattern paper for my page base and matted it on the white cardstock. So that was just kind of something that happened in the middle of me creating the layout. And now I'm adding some of the cute little puffy stickers from the Pinkfresh collection. I just wanted to have those on there just for another different type of embellishment and to add some more texture to the page. I love that little cloud. It fit perfectly right there on the corner of my photo. And a layout cannot be complete without enamel dots. So I'm grabbing some of the Freckled Fawn enamel dots that coordinate with the colors in the Pinkfresh collection. And I just wanted to add some black just to have a contrast. So of the yellow and the black enamel dots on the layout. And I just like to do the little clusters with those, so I'm just figuring out kind of where I want to put those around the page. And now I wanted to add some of the wood veneer hearts from Elle's Studio. Well, first I decided I was going to do the rub-ons, I guess. I got sidetracked and did the rub-ons instead. But I just wanted to add that little, the little chevron rub-on that was with the Pinkfresh collection. So I just kind of did it right there around the title. I added it on both sides of the word girl, and then I added a little bit up at the top of the page too. And those went on really smoothly. They came off of the strip really easily. I barely had to even use the stick to get those down. They just went down really smoothly. And I liked that it had the gold that tied in with the title, with the gold diagonal stripes that were on the thickers. It worked perfectly together. So I just wanted to kind of space that around the page, and I added that last little strip up on the top over some of the hearts from the cut file. And then I decided to put my hearts, and I kind of cheated because I wanted to know where I was going to put those on the page. So I stopped the video and I kind of arranged those where I wanted them, and I used my phone to take a photo of how I had them on there so I could go back and get them in place once I started using the hot glue. That's always a good tip if you're working on something and you're kind of not sure where you want to place something. If you want to take a quick photo with your phone and then just keep it to the side and use it as a reference for what you're working on, it just kind of helps. Sometimes I get sidetracked a lot. The kids will come interrupt, or somebody calls, or have to go do something crazy like cook supper. So this just kind of gives you like something to hold on to look back on if you get interrupted in the middle of your page. Or if you have an idea, something like this that you want to have in certain, in certain spots, and then you can go back and look at your picture to get it where you want it. So I just kind of did those in a cascade down the page, and I'm getting that last one on and getting the picture off my phone. And I had to add a flare button. This was in one of our hip kits, and I just wanted to put that right there under the photo. And I wanted to add some stitching also, so I stitched through the title with some white thread. And that was really all the only stitching that I added this time. I just wanted a little bit just to add on the title part. And I wanted to use the date stamp, so I used the chenille stamp to get the date on the page, and I just kind of added that in where my sprinkles of color shine were. And I wanted to add a little tag above my photo. This was also just from one of the hip kits that I had some embellishments sitting on the side of the table. So I just added that. It just is a little tag that says you, and I layered those two together. And once I get it where I want it, I use my tiny attacher just to add a little more texture on the tag. And so I'm getting close to finishing the page. And if you would like to buy these cut files, you can visit the Cut Shop. I'll link to the shop in the comments below. We also have 2 other new sets that you can find this week. You'll also see all 3 sets at the end of the video that we have in the shop. And you can visit our blog, thecutshop.blogspot.com. And thanks so much for joining me today. I hope to see you next time.